Hi everyone, welcome back to BotAlpha. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a Uniswap pool price monitor. So in our project folder, we have this folder called pool price monitor, and in here we can have files for each AMM protocol that we're going to develop this for. So for example, I created uniswap.py. We can also have pancakeswap.py as it's a fork of Uniswap. We can have one for SushiSwap and more. So what do I mean by pool price monitor? So let's go to Uniswap. Maybe this is not the best way to show explore pools. So on Uniswap, every pool has an active tick range, and every tick corresponds to a price on Uniswap. So as you can see, I represents the tick, and doing 1.0001 to the power of the current tick that the pool is in gives you the actual price of the token in the ratio of the other token. So for example, in the Wise ETH pool, token A or token 0 is Wise and token 1 is ETH. Actually, let's go to the Ether scan and see the contract of this pool. Uniswap V2. Why is it V2? Let's go to V3. Okay, this is a Uniswap V3 pool. In this case, token 0 would be Bitcoin, token 1 would be Ethereum, and to get the current tick, there is a function that we can read. Factory fee, liquidity, max liquidity per tick, observation, positions, slot 0. So as you can see, the current tick that it is in is this one. Token 0 points to wrapped Bitcoin, token 1 points to wrapped Ethereum, and then tick spacing of this pool is 60, and this corresponds to the fee level of the pool, so it should be around 0.3, I think. Yes, 0.3%. So we have our active tick. Now let's do 001 to the power of this number, and we get this. Now wrapped Bitcoin has a different number of decimals than wrapped Ethereum, I think. Yeah, so it has 8 decimals, whereas wrapped Ethereum has 18. So if we do this but with 10 decimal points, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we get that 1 Bitcoin corresponds to 33.2 Ethereum. Now let's check Bitcoin price on CoinGecko. 118,000. And Ethereum price is 3,559. As you can see, it's around 33.2. Of course, it's a bit different than this price here, because CoinGecko gets, for example, the latest price from cryptocurrency exchanges, whereas this is the Uniswap pool, so there is some arbitrage that can be made there. Like for example, buy from Binance for 33.16 and then sell on Uniswap for 33.2, etc. So yeah, and I want to make sure that slot zero function does exactly what I think it does, and the tick returns the active tick, the current tick, sorry, the current tick into tick. Yeah, so the tick retrieved from calling the slot zero function is the currently active tick, showing the price of token 0 in units of token 1. And then afterwards we can use the CoinGecko API to get token 0 in terms of its dollar value. Or actually no, there would be no point, because if you want to get the Bitcoin price from here, you would just go to a pool where token 1 is a stable coin. So here for ETH USDT pool, if we get token 0 in units of token 1, then this would be the dollar value of Ethereum. Okay, let's do this. So first I need the ABI of a Uniswap v3 pool. I go into my core ABIs and then open a new file called Uniswap v3 pool.json, paste my ABI, and then I call my script in here called prettify.json, and then I say core / ABIs / Uniswap v3 pool. Okay, nice. This is done. And then also in my constants, I need to retrieve the ABI. So that I can access it later on. So get active tick. Oh, so there's another way to get the actual dollar value, I think, and it's called square price x96. Let me check. Anyway, first let's also import web3 connection and then contracts, and then in our contracts .json let's add current price of a pool. Taking the square root of price times. Okay, the docs is deleted. Contract, pool contract. Yep, okay. Let's try again. It needs to access Ethereum mainnet and then that. Okay, active tick is this, and from the active tick the price is 33.2. The price from a square root price is also 33.2, but they're a bit different. Now it should also retrieve the decimals of whatever token 0 is and whatever token 1 is, and then give this to me with an appropriate number of decimals so that I don't have to calculate this. Let's retrieve token 0 and token 1. This is wrapped Bitcoin address. This is wrapped Ethereum address. Wrapped Bitcoin 8 decimals, wrapped Ethereum 18 decimals. This is the active tick. This is the square root price. It did it the other way around. So where does the dividing take place? Yeah, it's not supposed to do this, it's supposed to do that. Yep, 33.2. This is the difference between active tick and square root price. Okay, cool. Get pool data, gets the token addresses by calling token 0 and token 1 functions, and then it uses those addresses to get their number of decimals and their symbols. Actually, we can make this get token symbol a utility function. Convert tick to price, get active tick. And then where is the square root price function? It divides it by 2 to the power of 96, and then it squares it, and then adjusts for the decimal differences, and then returns that. So this is the formula, as you can see. Okay, nice. Let's try another pool. Wait, they're not even being used, the legacy functions. Get active tick, for example. What is being used instead? Get pool data gets used by calling the slot 0 function, so we can just delete that. Convert tick to price, this also doesn't get used at all. Instead, we get the address here and then get the decimals separately. find another version free pool. Like this one. So on the Uniswap pool, the price of Bitcoin is 117,891, whereas on CoinGecko is 118,000. So it's quite similar, but there is still some arbitrage that can be done. So okay, cool. In the next video, we can do other projects, or we can do a price monitor for PancakeSwap instead. See you on the next one.